In this video, I'll show you how to handle exceptions and errors in ASP.NET 10 using middlewares. We're starting from a project that doesn't have any global exception handling. This is the authorization project we built last time, where we implemented authentication, JWT tokens, and role-based authorization. Right now, errors are handled locally, or not handled at all, which can lead to inconsistent responses and unhandled exceptions. In this video, we'll improve this by adding a global exception handling middleware to centralize error management and return clean, consistent responses. Right now, our register endpoint allows invalid data. We can register a user with a null username or a password made only of spaces. Before introducing global exception handling, we should first validate inputs locally to prevent bad data from reaching the database. Here, we add a local validation layer using simple guard clauses. This ensures that invalid input never reaches our database. Later in the video, we'll see how these exceptions are caught and transformed into clean HTTP responses using a global exception handling middleware. Now, when we test the register endpoint with an invalid username, an exception is thrown. This is expected behavior. We intentionally fail fast when the input is invalid instead of silently accepting bad data. At the moment, this exception is not handled globally, so it results in a generic error response. Now, let's create a new folder called Exceptions. Inside this folder, we'll add a new class called Global Exception Handler. This class will be responsible for catching all unhandled exceptions in one central place, instead of handling errors separately in every controller or service. We start by creating a new middleware called Global Exception Handler. Like any middleware in ASP.NET, it takes a request delegate and a logger through dependency injection. Next, we implement the invoke async method. This method is executed for every HTTP request going through the pipeline. We wrap the next open parenthesis context, close parenthesis call inside a try-catch block. This allows us to intercept any unhandled exception thrown deeper in the pipeline, whether it comes from a controller, a service, or the database. Inside the catch block, we first log the exception. This is important for monitoring and debugging, especially in production. Then, we map the exception type to an HTTP status code. For example, an application exception is translated into a 400 bad request, while any other exception results in a 500 internal server error. Finally, we return a standardized JSON response using problem details. This gives the client a clean, consistent error format without exposing internal implementation details. In order to test this, we need to register our middleware in the ASP.NET pipeline. To do that, we add it to program.cs. By placing it early in the pipeline, we ensure that it can catch any exception thrown by the application. Now, all unhandled exceptions will be intercepted by our global exception handler, logged and returned as a clean, standardized HTTP response. Now let's test our implementation. I'll try to register a user with an invalid username. As expected, an exception is thrown in the service layer. But this time, instead of crashing the application or returning a generic error, the exception is caught by our global exception handling middleware. We receive a clean JSON response with a proper HTTP status code and a standardized error format. This confirms that our middleware is correctly intercepting and handling unhandled exceptions. From now on, all errors in the application are handled in one central place, which makes the API more robust and easier to maintain. If this video helped you, don't forget to subscribe for more content.